worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Bonjour. Can you hear me? Am I coming through? Is there anybody out there that can hear my voice? Hello, everyone. Why now? Where's my camera gone? Do I have to turn him off and on again? No. Yes. Oh. Not having it, are you? Well, Mr. USB bus. Let's make you this one. That's wrong. And then this one. Oh. Hello. Oh, I'm so orange. That's helped a little bit. Hello, everyone. Let's just pop me over in the corner here. Just a little corner Tim today. Hello, everyone. Audible but invisible, KTV. I've got a day off work. And it's the Fringe, and I'm gigging at 8 PM every night, which means that my sleep patterns are fucking weird. And so I thought I'd take a chill day. And what better thing to do on a chill day than construct the absolutely... Sorry, I'm just turning up my audio. The absolutely obscene road layout of Brighton, the city in which I live. Lots of mods are loading and doing things in the background, so we'll just give that a minute or two to have a little think about all the virtual texturing and all that. Thank you very much to Veresima for resubscribing. They've been subscribed for 37 months. Tim, stream when I can actually watch challenge. JK, I hope you're doing well. I no longer here, back to work. Well, it was lovely to almost see you, Veresima. And Obsessed has resubscribed. They've been subscribed for 28 months. Saying thank you so much at 71 Penguins for being the reason why I can still use the wife button, by which I assume that it was a gift sub from 71 Penguins. So thank you to both of you for that. Endrich Catposm, hello Tim, you are distracting me. Thank you. Fireflies here. Good morning everyone. Obsessed 974. Dennis Your Cheek has already said. Lazy Kiwi, Bonsai Gem, Elliot Baxter, Serade. Others. Hang on, there we are. Got a Clementine, hello. Andrew Times there, looking at evil. We had some lovely, at the gig last night, we had someone from the stream come up and say hello. I don't want to necessarily reveal their movements, so they can, if they're happy to reveal themselves in the chat. I don't actually know if they're here, but that was really, really nice. Firefly Tim has everything going with the gigs very well, very well. Decent numbers, fun shows. The aircon in the room has been fixed. That's huge. That's significant. Pezicase, was it taco? And did they did they jot you with a squid? Jot me? Yes. I thought it was an octopus, but yes. Bonzo Gem, yay, aircon. Delicious coffee. Right, it appears all of these things have loaded. So let's hop back in to Brighton. I am going to, I think I'm going to leave chat. I'm going to leave you guys over there. And I'm going to, on my screen up here, get up my Google Maps, with which I can, yes, Epson software installer. I'm sure I don't want to do that right now. Thank you. Get up my map of Brighton. Sorry if there's a bit of background noise of fans. It's bloody hot at the moment, and sitting in a room with 2 computers running in it is not the most chilled environment. So I am running a fan. I hope that doesn't upset you too much, and if it does, well, why don't you just shove it? Okay, here we are. Basically, I mean, taco is an octopus. Yes, they are. And I'm proud of them and their octopus ways. Andrew's capitalism, more fans, Tim. Firefly, where there's a lot of fans in here. Ba-dum. Okay. Yes, thank you very much. Stop showing me top services, plumbing and heating. That's not really what I'm interested in. Okay. So, we have... What have we done so far? Where have we got to? We slightly run out of land, haven't we? So we've got midway up Kemp Town. And I stopped there. I basically stopped at the Royal Sussex County Hospital. Is where I got to. Just there. And I think we were building... This is sort of central Brighton over here. This is the roadway that heads up towards the motorway. Obsessed, I have some good news. Remember me complaining about my shitty studies and not wanting to be a teacher? Well, I gave it up completely and found a job. It's only for the summer, but I'll find something else, I'm sure. Good stuff, Obsessed. If you really don't want to do something, don't do it out of sheer inertia. I've played that game. It ends in a bit of a breakdown. Don't do it.
Look at the chat, you cunt.
I did Endwich Cat Possum. I just looked at the chat. Or was it because you wanted me to read out your heinous message about my brother? Obsessed. Exactly why I did this, Tim. Thank you. Endwich Cat Possum. Oh, I meant to highlight my message. But instead you called me a cunt. Mr. Moo, keep looking, Tim. Never stop looking at the chat. I will stop looking at the chat. I simply must stop looking at the chat at certain points. So this heads up, sort of up the Steen. You know what? Maybe I'll build the Steen, or maybe I'll sort of just go up to Brighton Pavilion. I don't know what in this game will represent Brighton Pavilion well. If you don't know what Brighton Pavilion looks like, Google it. It's weird. It's cool. It's weird. 11T, which is slightly worried that the cool rebel protests uni are going to figure out I'm a soft little middle class baby. Oh dear. To be honest, most of them will be as well because they're at university and there is a bias against those with inherited, against for those with inherited wealth at institutions such as that, including me. Hello. Pez, chat. I found my panda t-shirt. Firefly, I'm travelling and there's a suspicious pigeon that keeps cooing at me on my window. It's not a pigeon. It's an agent. Enrich Cat Possum. Oh, look at this, Tim. You have another doppelganger in Schenectady. You need to summon them back to the UK. Vibing around Schenectady, gently losing my grip on reality, creating a new Schenectady, all in my own mind. So where did we get to? So we built here, we built up to here. That's West Street. God, do I start renaming major streets? No, that way madness lies. That's a whole separate project. So you know what I could do? I could build this chunk up here, which would go up to Brighton railway station, around about here, I'd say, and then the Steen would mirror it on this side up to probably around about St Peter's Church, and then build all the roads in between. Might be a good thing to do. These problem is it's very difficult to get everything on the right orientation. These two roads are a little bit more parallel in real life. I think I'll just sort of create a bit of a curve over here to make it more parallel. That curve isn't really there, but it's just so hard when you're building it in chunks to get everything to fucking be where it should. Ali Baxter, remember my writing thing? Well, I started Instagram and a Tumblr for it. If you want to find them, search the Busky. It says, speaking of being a rebel, I was in a protest on my first, and somebody saw somebody with a Che Guevara shirt and his stylo face. It looked exactly like Tim. Shut up. I am long dead Cuban revolutionary Che Guevara. I wasn't shot to death in, I want to say, Bolivia. I lived. I thrived. Okay. So, first things first, this needs to come over here and meet up there, and then that will start our thingy. Now, is it a one-way street when it comes off of here? Yeah, it's a one-way street all the way up. What have I already done? So I've already done that bit. Oh, watch pause. So it's a one-way street all the way up here. And it, I think it actually doesn't meet that street directly. There's like a little barrier, so you can't actually drive cars down it. So, how straight is it? Okay, so it's sort of relatively direct. Where's New Road? So that's the Pavilion Park and Gardens. And that goes up to there. So it's sort of relatively straight. Like I say, up until about there. Goes up a smidge. And this all sort of narrows up a bit while still rising. Until it gets to about, I'm going to say, let's go here, chills out a touch, and then turns back down here, down Windsor Street. And then just kicks into there. And then you've got... So that's the pedestrianised walkway of Ship Street. I should be doing this on satellite mode because it actually gives you a better view of what things actually are. So about here would be Portland Street. Goes sort of there and then in a touch. And then we would have King Street. I'm going to make that an alleyway. So King Place, rather. It's going to be an alleyway. And that's just about halfway in between these two. That kind of goes up to there. It has a delicate little curve. And then heads into the knuckle. No, that's too tall. It needs to be narrower than that. delicate, more supple. There we go. About that. And we've got Ship Street. This does also... Now, there's a road that comes off of here. Does it just... Yeah, it just goes in there, so... King's Place also comes off of here. It just goes kind of down here to about there. And simply stops. Andrew Time, how long are you planning on streaming, boy? I don't know. Just hanging about. Day off. I ain't got no plans. Probably like 3 hours. 71 penguins.
Look at the chat, you cunt.
I am. 71 penguins. Never say supple like that again, please. What, like this? Supple. But guys, I really feel like chat should just be Tim's marketing team. Yes, please. Yes, please, because I'm not doing it myself. I'm bad at it and I hate it. I hate flyering. Image Capos and Tim is doing his chill, calming voice. 11-2, which Tim, are you aware of Tom Cashman? Don't know. And there's a panda business. Oh, it's a good panda shirt. It's a good panda shirt, Pez. And Ali Baxter has thrown this. Tim supports unpaid labour. What? What have I done? Oh, as in, yeah. Please market me. Please market my shows. Please tell people I do things, because I'm not good at self-promotion. I hate it. It makes me uncomfortable and sad. Is that a one road? Then we're going to go down Bond Street, which will be midway between these two, maybe a little bit over to here. That is a two-way street, my friend. That goes up to that there, and then I want something even smaller than an alleyway. Well, you know what? In which case, I'll make this a little two-way road, that a little two-way road, and then this is the little alleyway. That kind of hoiks off the top here and joins up to Bond Street, a little giddle. And there is also, from Church Street next to Bond Street, kind of in line with here, a road that kind of comes down to, I'm going to say, about there.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions.
Shut up.
Please exercise caution if you must drive, and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve.
No.
This has been a local public service announcement.
There we go. In which Cat Possum, look, all Tim has to do is make more TikToks of Feral improvising and singing, and he's done. True. 11T, which Tom Cashman is an Australian comedian who kind of looks like you. He has he's the Taskmaster's assistant. Looking up Tom Cashman. Let's have a look. Let's see if I'm insulted. Don't want to talk to you, ad block. Tom Cashman. He has sort of got my bewildered eyes, I suppose. I'll take it. You were looming. Amy's being nosy. Amy's being nosy, everyone. Little Rose, hello. Watching the VOD. But it's nice to see everyone. Thank you, Windwich Cat Possum. I'm more handsome. I think I've also got lower grumbly voice because I've spent the past 2 evenings singing very loudly in a pub. Where did I get to? Oh yes, we're on Bond Street. So Bond Street Theatre Royal is just here, but its fascia is on New Road, which I'm going to make fully pedestrianised because it is, in theory, a mixed-use road. It's very annoying because your cars are allowed to drive down it for access, but obviously nobody's there checking who needs access, and so people drive down and get very angry at the people walking, despite the fact it is a majority pedestrianised street. People who don't get the system are like, oh, get out the way, get out the road. Why are there so many people in the road? It's like, no, you shouldn't be here. You're the one who shouldn't be here. It's you. It was always you. You're in the wrong. Time to die. And then we have all of this is the Pavilion Park and Gardens. I think there's a bit of fun to be had in trying to build the park as accurately as possible. I think this is probably going to end up being a bit shorter. It's accurate, but it's kind of unhelpful. Because soft gravelly Tim is a little unnerving, not going to lie. I know, right? Should be more nasal and active. Oh no! Let's take a little look here. Well, this has gone poorly. Let's see how this plays out. Guys, what's happened? Guys, you're better than this. Just like real Brighton. Okay. Mitamu. Andrew Time, hey, since when do we have Costco in the UK? Since I've been a kid, there was a Costco in Watford that we used to go to. It's been a while. Mitamu, getting in the way of cars and theoretically mixed-use roads in the city centres is a hobby of mine, so I support this choice. FGCKY has subscribed with Prime Gaming. They've been subscribed for 30 months. Where did all these months come from? Time. They came from endless time. Passing ever quicker, quietly. So the main issue with the Brighton Pavilion Gardens is I can't really think of anything that would represent the pavilion itself, or indeed represent the Brighton Dome and Museum. So we just kind of have to plonk some stuff down and go, look, this is what's standing in. Let's see what signature buildings we have that kind of feel like stately home. The Royal Villa. I mean, like, it doesn't look like this, but this is probably a pretty good stand-in for the pavilion, because the pavilion is a royal villa. Now, it's a royal villa in the Georgian style, and a crazy Georgian style as well that involves a lot of weird, slightly wrong Far Eastern influences. Onion domes, dragons, and the like. The Incarcerium. Park Principes. Signature Villa City, Auto Centre, Marketplace, Fashion Square, Activity Plaza, the Emerald Building, office space. Is there a theatre? Sports parks, large parks, tourist attractions, water park, medieval castle. I don't know if there are sort of like university, medical university, high school research. Seven Penguins to set the gardens on fire. Crikey. Mitamu, applying to become a clinical scientist, not because I care for clinical science, but because I want to see inside a Costco. Ali Baxter, we have a single Costco in Iceland. I hate it because I hate warehouses. Intrusive thoughts, yay. Sarcastic. Same reason I hate that last bit of IKEA where all the stuff actually is. Obsessed. What is the name of this place? I want to check out its whack architecture. It's the Brighton Pavilion. So there's the Brighton Pavilion Gardens, and there's the Royal Pavilion itself, which was King George the I want to say third, the one who was Prince Regent, whilst his father was German and mad. And he ruled as the regent, spent lots of money, pissed off Parliament, and built a sort of a pleasure pavilion down in Brighton so he could come down there and basically have affairs. And then up here is the Brighton Dome and the Corn Exchange. The Brighton Dome used to be a hippodrome, which is where you used to, like an indoor arena where you'd run horses around. So a lot of hippodromes, I think hippo as in the Latin name for horse, I think, is basically like an indoor ring. You can run around horses and stable them and blah blah blah, and then they get converted into theatres when people are like, you don't need to keep horses in the middle of the city, you mad bastard. The Dome is a theatre converted from that, and it's got the Corn Exchange next to it. Corn Exchange, basically big market hall, and it's all part of the complex. Obsessed. Oh, it's very colonial in a very British way, but also gorgeous. James Capson. Also, King George III wasn't German. He was born in the UK and spent a lot of time here. No, his father was German, wasn't he? I thought Mad King George was German, and then his son, the Prince Regent, was born in the UK. I can't remember. Greek for horse. Yes, Henry Capboston. His father, King George II, was the German. I got it right. Haha. And Mitamu King George I was German. I mean, having German royal family is a tradition of the UK. Our current royal family, the Windsors, are actually Battenbergs, I want to say, or something like that. Oh, Henry Capson. His son was George III and was mad and not German. So George II was German and not mad. George III was English and mad. Was George III the one who was the Prince Regent? No, it was his son, who was George IV. Mitamu, Mountbattens. I thought Mountbattens were on Charles's side, the Greeks. Was it Mountbattens and changed in World War 1 or 2? Hang on. There was a really German something. So royal family. Old. You could well be right. German name. Royal family. Oh, German name. No. The House of Windsor came into being in 1917 when the name was adopted by the British royal family's official name by proclamation of King George V, replacing the historic name of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha. That's the German thing they got rid of. Yeah, Saxe-Coburg-Gothas. But we still do have a Lord Mountbatten, and I think that's the Greek side of people. Dear God, that's a name and a half. Yeah, Saxe-Coburg-Gotha. Right, but the start of all that was can I build a theatre? That was where we began with all of this. Sports parks, plaza park, gym, park, community pool. Here's a question. Save game. Save. Paradox mods. Let's see if anybody's made one. Browse. First of all, maybe somebody has made the Brighton Pavilion. No. Theatre. Spelt the other way. Do they have a buildings? Code mod, map, North American save game. I wonder. Endrich Castle, like I read a biography of her. Endrich Castle. George the Sixth had a lot of affairs. He had one kid. She died in childbirth, so he died without an heir. And Tum. That's how we got Queen Victoria. Like I read a biography of her because I was so confused about where she was in the whole royal line. Yeah, it's very weird. Firefly. England has so many Georges and France has so many Louis. Up to our balls in George's. Yeah, it doesn't really seem to have rural assets, rural services. Oh, that's cool. Like, yeah, just small versions. Leisure. No. Signature, or maybe new signature buildings. No, so people have uploaded signature buildings, like the Dunder Mifflin Paper Company. But alas, nothing theatre-y. I wish I could sort of like go and look at just certain categories, because you can browse, but it only really lets you browse. There's 2,295. Yeah, it's code mods, European, map, North America, and save game, which is not really helpful. Alas, no. People talking about Charles's new portrait, which looks very Ghostbusters too. What is his name? Vigo the Carpathian or something. Anyway, I'll stand in for that. What do we want to do for the theatre then? A crematorium. I'll pick something out of here. Let's make it a commercial building. Perhaps the Emerald Building? Doesn't really fit. Kind of needs to be bigger. Bigger. The Incasearium. Nothing really fits. Oh, I'm going to get stuck up on this, I can tell already. Oh gosh, the marketplace. This large marketplace held at rush hour, influx of customers with ease. You know what? Maybe the activity plaza. It doesn't look anything like the dome other than that it's round, but what it is like a large events space. And I think we're going to have to just sort of take that as the best we can manage. So that sits up here. About there. Ellie Baxter. I should probably start revising now, considering the exam is on Monday. And then I'm going to add on to it because there's like a big set of cafes sort of right on top of in which case let's put that there. Yeah, there's like a load of cafes and stuff. They're just sort of around here, so I'm going to put that there. There's really nothing that represents the Corn Exchange other than kind of what this already is, so that'll have to do for that. And then we've got the whole park area, which is quite fun. You know what? The pavilion itself, actually, I'm going to have to do some little, because the pavilion actually sits off of Palace Place, and the front of it is basically all in grasslands, and then you get into it via a pedestrian route at the back. So what I'm going to do is put that there, move that there like that, so the frontage is actually sort of out here. That's not actually kind of how this looks, but it's the way we can kind of force it to make it sit right, and people still actually be able to get in and use it, because it looks like you have to do a thingy. And then this will be filled in with residential. So let's go. So this. Ooh, hang on. I think I need to move this all up again. It's a bit difficult because basically the pavilion's fucking huge, and kind of sits across a lot of this. Let's see if there's anything else that would go in there that would make sense. Like, just to sort of fill out this sort of restaurant and living complex. Because there's sort of lots of big old Georgian buildings in here. So again, doesn't actually look like this, but fancy buildings, commercial, bit of residential, kind of fills in that. And then let's make it so this is much more kind of coming over here, and then let's make this a plaza. Too big. I would like a medium plaza, please. Damn you. Maybe in that case, I slightly cheat this up. I am going to need to. Boop. Donut Penguins, is this the in-game music in the background? It's very chill. It is. It is. This is the channel I like to listen to. The other ones are a bit too jazzy. Let's do this. No, let's make these lines straight. So I want to come up and then immediately go over here a bit. Like that. Hopefully that leaves enough room. It does, but now it's trying to force. Can I turn snapping off? There we are. Snap to sides of the road is off. There we are. A road is required. There's a road right there. You know what? If I, oh my god, there we are. If I pop that there, and then do the old alley. Or, in fact, maybe I do it like this. There we go. Okay. Right. Let's start building these park routes. Oh, there's a big office building right on the corner here. That works. Okay. Energy Castle. Tim is all tuckered out from improv and singing for 2 days straight. He seems chill today. Doesn't want to encourage us hooligans. In which case, I'm good on Tim ignoring our royal orgy talk. Yeah, this is very much a. You guys can be as cursed as you want. I'm going to build Brighton and be quiet and chill. And together, we will become the 4-quadrant hit we always wanted. So, there are some lovely fountains back here. I don't know if we've got any kind of like. Got a water park. Isn't quite the right thing. Hey. Let's see. How do you spell fountain? Fountain? Roundabouts pack. Ooh. Roundabouts with fountains, flowers, statues and trees and a giant roundabout. Like that would kind of work. Oh, I kind of like this. You're about to add that. Yeah. Is there anything water features? Or is that the features of water? Place, remove, edit water sources? No. No. Alas. Okay. I wonder if the roundabouts just immediately... Let's just very quickly choose a bit of road where we don't mind fucking around. Do I have to restart the game to get at them? It might be. Hang on. Grey blocks. I'm not able to find them in game, but they don't say where are they. How do you place them? Difficult to know. Endrich Cataplasm, why is it so difficult to frolic as an adult? I frolic. You see me frolicking? I frolic on the reg. I do not wish for this roundabout to be there anymore. Oh, hang on. I just need to use a small plaza. I think plaza will do. Okay. Yeah, small plaza will do perfectly. That'll do. It isn't actually accessible in that way. There's sort of a fence along here, but that's fine. There's lots of stuff that will have to be slightly approximate. Okay, let's get into path building mode. That way. Paths. Okay, so this road kind of isn't here, but I need it to make that work. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this. Let's do continuous curves. He kind of comes off here and heads down here. Actually, you know what? He comes off much earlier than that. Come into here. I'm just going to circle this edge with these. And then it comes off of there. little hoik, and then back into continuous. Kind of curves around here. Basically follows the edge of the park. Up here. I've made this too tall. Is this new road? Oh, my proportions are all out of whack. Oh no. No, it's just that this is a bigger complex. This complex should come down to about it. I need to add some stuff to it then. Okay, so then that kind of comes up to here. And then does what I call a little complex wibble wobble up until about here. And then it meets the pathway coming up from the side of the pavilion, which then goes up over here, and then that is a thicker road. It comes over here, and itself wibble wobbles down to here, where it then should go through an archway here, but again, they don't really have that, as far as I know, in game. And there's a statue of King George there. In which case, next time Tim should make more pork. Incredible. Obsessed. Complex wibble wobble is the technical term used in urban development. Yes. So basically, I kind of need to fill this area with parky stuff. So here, coming out the back of the pavilion garden, is an oval. But I've built it wrong. La 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 la. 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 La 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 la. Sort of a little squishy oval. Then attaches onto there, but also hello, Ruen Jizjizju. Squiditarian's nature is healing. Image capitalism. Pope milk is 100% more holy than regular milk, and does cause miracles. It does cause miracles. It's true. If anybody says otherwise, immediately excommunicate them. From what? I don't know. They must be purged. Okay, so this comes up here. Joins this bit. And also continues up this way. Goes over to here. Joins there as well. Apparently I can't because of something. You don't like it? Why don't you like it? You fuck off then. You don't like it? It's just saying invalid shape. Propose to do that. Would you allow it then? Cool, thank you. And this crosses over here. And joins here. And where those two join, hang on, circle, and up to that I need to, hang on now. Do it in the same orientation you're looking at it, Tim. That'll help. So this is the one that's going to meander off this way. Goes in there. There's a straight one that goes from those two. And then that's sort of the Pavilion Cafe Gardens. Image customer, I love it now. Also, I'm making lavender honey syrup and my apartment smells lovely. Delicious. Yeah, the proportions are a little bit here and there. You know what? Part of it may be if I was just to move. No, you know what? I'm not going to obsess over it. I'm not going to worry about it too much. It's not important. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely an interpretation of, because there's just not the tools to build exactly what it is. But what I've definitely done is I've missed out Prince's Place. Yeah, I've missed out Prince's Place. Which is just below here. And that is actually somewhere you can drive up. So let's make it an alleyway. I got confused. I made it there. Okay, I'm going to move this up a bit, because it should really kind of sit in the middle of this. Yeah, because that's that. Ah, I've combined two places is what I've done. Because this bit coming off here is the corner of that. Then there's a smaller version that goes in here, and then that's where this comes off. So let's give myself a marker. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's more. It's more right, but it's a bloody complex shape. So, we'll not worry too much. Everybody requires roads, but I don't want to make that a road unless I make it an alley. Right, I'm going to make this an alley, and like, you know, technically speaking, it is a road that they've closed off with a gate. Technically. Oh, don't fuck with me. Calm, chill city building. With Tim. Angry Tim. No. Okay. Andrew's cat was chill but angry Tim. I'm chill but furious. Relaxed but cross. Thriving, moisturised in my lane. Right, and now I can reattach that bit that's decided to be directly under a fucking tree. There we go. And now I just need to fill that stuff with that bit with stuff. Yeah. It's not really what's down here, but I just need sort of big signature-esque buildings to be like, oh yes, it's the Brighton Pavilion and Corn Exchange fucking complex. Okay. Well, that, I think, is not a terrible representation of the area, other than the fact that I now... Yes, this makes more sense now. That's why my proportions were kind of wrong. Because this is much more... like this. Yeah, that's much more like it. Okay, cool. I don't know if I can put a cafe in. I'm just going to have to make it sort of like leisure. Squiddly Terrace. I like looking at these street maps and squinting hard to see if the lines make a face. I suppose these are eyes. That way up could be sort of a happy little frog. Happy little frog. Okay. Well, that is sort of the Brighton Pavilion Garden Complex. Let's fill it with what we can in terms of parks and pavilions and such. Because, yeah, as I say, don't really look like this. But what else is one to do? Oh, it's going to be annoying, isn't it? And only let me place on roads. And they definitely aren't roads. But since when was every park accessed by a road, eh? Eh? Obscene it is. Obscene. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to let it fill in. Yeah, this bit definitely ain't quite right. Sorry everyone. Just gonna try and make this a little bit more shapely, because it has a fun shape to it. Because it comes off of here, it goes to there. It then scooches up like that. It then takes... No. I wanted the curve, not the place. Maybe I should go continuous curve for this. And then kind of comes in here, like that. Yeah. And then goes around there, which then means that the pathway itself is much more. So he comes in there, goes slightly past, continuous curves please, kind of pinches in with it, but then goes out this, and then curves back inwards there, and then joins up, so it's much more kind of lumpy bumpy. I mean, not quite, but that's better. But I can't really pass the shapes, really. Lazy Kiwi now has birthday balloons. Congratulations, Lazy Kiwi, on the balloons. On this, the day of your birth. Okay. Oh yes, now we need to reattach that bit. Pavilion Gardens. Bosh. Okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah. I was going to go up a bit, wasn't I? Because I built this one-way thing. Kind of forgotten what I was building and what I had done. So now we've done that, we can build Queen's Road. Which is going to need to make him more relevant. Right, I need to go back to my terrain view. So Queen's Road and the Grand Parade with Steen on it sort of go up parallel to each other. So let's just stick this to about there. And it is bisected a few times. So once, so here it turns to an alleyway, I'd say there, and then it turns to a pedestrianised street just for that end bit, just so it doesn't actually allow cars to go up and down it. Then you've got North Road. So where this comes down, North Road just goes more directly across. It's about the same width, so let's say there, and it goes, I'd say, yeah, to about there. Someone's got a car. What is that? Little park area. That's Victoria Gardens. Oh, hang on. And Steen. Oh my god, who's the other Swede? Have we got two Swedes? We got double Swede? Swedish Tale. Seems like we all enjoy bounce houses, trampolines, balloons, and confetti. It's double Swede. Guys, we're in a double Swede situation. We prepared for this, we trained for this our whole lives. Deploy the gas. So, I'm going to shock you. This bit of Brighton is complicated. So, North Road comes up here. Then, where it crosses over Victoria Gardens, it becomes briefly one way. Coming out from here, it becomes briefly one way. Oh, hang on, no, that's already here. That's here, so that's where that goes one way there. But it also Well, no, that's not correct. That's wrong, Google Maps. I know that's wrong. I know you're wrong, actually. It's a two-way street. But it's got a bus gate in it, and bus gates do not exist in this game. So we are going to just have to treat that as a regular arse street. Arse street.
Hi, friends.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hello. How are you?
Wait, everyone saw that I did not creep up on him at all, right? That I just did not creep up there.
You didn't blow your horn.
Very obviously here.
You didn't toot your horn.
Hello, hello.
You have to lean in if you want to see.
I'm reading the chat. Yeah, but I have pots. I have the bad stuff.
You got the bad stuff.
Yeah, my blood is screaming.
Anthony says a tiny bit creeping.
Yeah, but only because they only saw me like at the edge of the edge of the thing. You saw me all the way here.
I didn't see you.
Because you weren't looking.
No.
For me.
Yeah, exactly. I was looking at the thing, so I was crept up.
It wasn't the worst jump that you've ever done.
No.
You didn't hit me in any way.
Not yet. Yeah.
How am I doing? I'm doing good. I'm not doing what I'm meant to be doing. That's for sure. Meant to be doing work. What am I doing instead of work, Tim?
You're writing an elaborate story for free for a streamer.
Yeah. It's a good story though, isn't it?
Oh, wonderful. And I'm pretty sure when the mortgage payments go out, we can just write a bit of paper. But it was a good story.
Good story.
And Barclays will be like, all right.
It's a good story.
You got to do the fun stuff, otherwise you'll...
We can't publish it, Tim. Why can't we publish it?
Because it contains loads of copyrighted characters.
Yeah.
Just ensuring it cannot possibly generate a single penny.
What?
Nothing. That's just how being a fanfic writer is, writing for free. Bonza Gem, if it's a good story, then mortgages are free.
I was just thinking, I can either do my work now or I could do more story. And my reasoning is that it's 2 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a bit potsy, so my brain's not really working. So I wouldn't do my best work now anyway, whereas I could start my work with a real fresh brain tomorrow.
Oh yeah. And as we know, that's how that works.
And do the story.
We've all done revision where we're like, oh, guys, I'm not in the right headspace for revision, so I'll get going on it tomorrow.
Jim says story.
Yeah, of course they would.
Make it horrible and pull a mine. Well, I mean, this okay. Just right. Just for a second, everyone, calm down.
Everyone shut up.
Just listen, right? Because this. How would you feel if you were a streamer? If you happened to be a streamer, I don't know if you can imagine that as a thing.
No.
If you were a streamer and someone in your chat who you talk to sometimes, and they wrote a story for your birthday, real good story. It's a great story.
Great story.
It's quite funny.
Not all alone.
They wrote a story where you got trampled by deer. How would you feel about that? How would you perhaps feel about that?
Fine, obviously.
How would you feel about that?
Not at all threatened.
Yeah.
In which cat person? Yes, it's about Chugs.
No, it's not. It's about his character.
Sorry, it's about Professor Chugs, Korok, and
the character
Toad.
who inspired Dr. Cool. Everybody.
He did inspire Dr. Cool.
Inspired Dr. Cool.
In self-defense, if
Dr.
nothing else.
Firefly said, "Oh dear, oh dear,
no dear,
oh dear, no dear."
I've seen a small deer or proper reindeer. You big fuckers. And which capitalism? Tim wants to be trampled Tim wants to be trampled to be deer.
He's fine. The deer, it doesn't kill him. Someone please write some Dr. Cool fanfic. Please do it, everyone. Please.
I've seen. Well, that kind of changes things. That's an honour. An honour.
Yeah, exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, if the story's really good, then I don't care about being trampled.
Good story. It's funny.
It's good beans, guys. Right.
I'm going to open the curtains now, so if Tim's green screen goes all
Well,
weird...
let's see what happens to the green screen. Open the curtains.
I can't sit in the dark like he does.
Let's find out. Notifications. Oh, you know what? It hasn't messed with the green screen. It's changed it a smidge, but it's fine. Andrew Chasm. So we're writing Trexel and Dr. Cool with British Stitch watching.
Oh my gosh, please put British Stitch in it. British Stitch is one of my favourites.
I don't know why you like British Stitch so much.
I just do. I can remember when we created British Stitch.
I'm fucking British Stitch. Fuck you. You fucking
What's
cunt.
the video where you were being a sea lion?
No, you didn't send it to me.
I did.
It did.
Did
Well,
it
it
not go
didn't.
through?
It didn't send.
It is quite a long video.
Oh no, maybe. Hang on.
Let me see if the download might have failed when I went in the lift. Yeah, the download failed when I went in the lift. Let me just leave it here for a second.
Let's find out. It's uploading. You just wait. Let's give you British Stitch is so good though. Admittedly, something about a grown man repeating "I'm British Stitch" does really tickle me. Andrew Cassim, he's watching and shouting,
Kiss with tongue, you wankers. Properly snog.
Andy Baxter, I intentionally do not know anything about Dr. Cool because I mute the stream every time he comes up. Right, here we are.
Oh, that on camera now. I'm wearing a tank top.
I'm going to have to watch that at some point in full. I wouldn't say it's not our most musical song because we were both singing in voices like this because I was a sea lion and he was a seal. So I don't think it's a showcase for my ability to sing. But it was funny. Chronic Clementine, snog, the one word guaranteed to make my partner vom spontaneously. Firefly, Dr. Cool has 100 fans, I'm one of them. So if Dr. Cool has 100 fans, I'm one of them. If he has one fan, it's me. If he has no fans, I'm dead. Pretty impressive vocals for a sea lion, though.
It was pretty impressive.
Massive Nerd Potential. Hello, I've just joined. I haven't been active on stream for a while now. Welcome back, Massive Nerd Potential. Image Capitals and Trexel and Dr. Cool are being really shy and trying to take it slow for some reason, but British Stitch wants it hot.
Jesus Christ, this is escalating quickly.
Of course it is. They're a bunch of freaks. Okay, so Victoria Gardens. If we can get back to proper business for just a moment. So Victoria Gardens. So that's Grand Parade. This comes off here. It says it's a one-way street, but it's not actually a one-way street. So I'm going to ignore that. And then before this, it sort of starts to go up there. Yes, my dear.
There is a very gentle love story in my story.
Very gentle. Very soft.
It wasn't meant to be, but then Tim was like, it sounds like a romance, so then I made it more romancy.
It did sound like a romance. So this comes off here. And turns relatively sharply up here. To about there. And then it comes down and it joins. Oh no, hang on.
Ow!
Amy Dickinson, calm in the side as always.
I hurt my toe.
You always hurt your toe. There's no point in your life where your toe isn't hurt. You know what I want to do. You know what I want to do. Because that's not quite right, and I'm working it backwards into what's there rather than building it correctly. That comes down to there. That joins it there, and then it's one way across the bridge that they both pinch in.
Hey, guess what, Tim?
What's that, Amy?
Sometimes I think I'm quite a good writer,
Yeah.
and then I have to look up what's a paragraph.
I mean, of all the things I didn't think you would know, what a paragraph is wasn't one of the ones I was worried
I
about.
get confused about how they change around dialogue.
I think a paragraph is whatever you want it to be, baby.
Oh, fuck off. I need you to look at my computer at some point because I have got some kind of virus pop-up thing that's driving me
I'm sorry, you've got a virus pop up.
Yeah.
Hang on, everyone.
Like every time I go open Google Chrome, this happens, and I get a billion of these notifications. I just close them all and they go away, and then it doesn't bother me anymore. But like,
Yeah, mate, that's not right. Yeah, that's really not right.
well, I don't
How
know.
long has this been going on?
Like a few days.
Cool, mate. Cool.
But you've not been here when I've had
It's all Google Chrome. Yeah.
all Google Chrome, and I've uninstalled Google Chrome and put it back in, and it's fine. And like, it doesn't do anything. Now it's gone. It'll just not go
it's
there.
not-
but-
it's made my shoulders hot.
yeah.
You need to run.
I've gone on my security and it says it doesn't notice anything like this. Whenever I go on settings and go through my control panel on my security thing, it's like everything's fine.
Yeah, I think that is one of your plugins or something is
Yeah.
spamming you with stuff. So
I don't have McAfee. It's a McAfee pop-up. I don't have McAfee.
I think you need to get rid of.
I mean, I can get rid of all of those now because they're all like.
Yeah, I think one of your extensions is spamming you with crap. So you should get rid of all of your extensions. Sorry about that, everyone. But Amy loves to drop sentences like, "I've just got a virus. Is that a problem?" And it turns me into full panic mode. Dear. Calm. There's a kiwi. It's okay, Tim.
There's one I can't remove. 'Cause
Hang on.
it was installed by my administrator. But I didn't get it.
You are your administrator.
No, I'm not, because remember I got this from DSA. It was all set up by Barry Bennett before it came to me.
What is it?
It's the Wolf Security Extension.
Oh, that's because it's
Yeah, yeah. But that's fine. I can get rid of all the others. It's just that one.
Also thinking about it, what I saw, it looks like it's like cookies being like, hey, this thing has happened.
I
on
know
the website.
exactly where it came from. I was searching for qualities on the website, and like got clicked the wrong one basically.
Yeah, so I think a website you've been on is pushing
Yeah.
notifications to you, being like, download this, buy this, download this. If you get rid of that, this is all coming up within those tabs. Fine, we think we've worked out what it is.
Because it's just like pop-up advertising. It's not.
Yeah.
Like a virus.
Squealy Terrence, there's hot single iPads in our area. Ellie Baxter, Amy should know that I too have to Google the most basic things sometimes for writing purposes, such as paragraphs, dialogue, and I know many more writers who do the same.
When I got my draft of my first draft of my dissertation back from my academic advisor, she said, "It's pretty good, but your syntax is awful." And I had to Google what syntax is, and now I'm going to have to do that again because I'm sure my syntax is awful in this story as well.
I'd be interested to know if people can actually hear Amy.
I'm screaming across the room.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that people aren't hearing small burbling in the background. Yep, they can. That's fine. I just want to make sure I didn't need to repeat things.
Back to searching the paragraphs up.
What is paragraph? Okay, so that's Grand Parade. And this is Gloucester Place. And that continues up here until, where does Gloucester Place? So then we've got Gloucester Road, which is going to come down here. Does that, oh my god, there's so much going on right there, I can't even see. Okay, yeah, so Gloucester Street. And that is one way. Alright, we have to build this and then use that as a way to work out what's next. I've lost track of what people are discussing about, so I'm going to pick a new point to start. Image Cat Possum. So it's a slow burn modern world AU where Trexel / Dr. Cool met in a coffee shop where they both grabbed the wrong order at the same time, and British Stitch is Trexel's new roommate. Firefly, completely unrelated. If fancied upright, oatmeal is underrated. I'd say so. You can make oatmeal really nice. Or porridge, as we would call it. I believe oatmeal is porridge. Okay. So let's build Victoria Gardens. So let's start from up here. So Portland Street. Let's go into terrain view. Goes into Spring Gardens. I don't believe many of these. Oh, there's a few one-ways, but that's fine. Okay, so he comes in here. He doodles down a bit, and he joins there. That's Spring Gardens. Then Titchbourne Street, excellent name. Comes over here and it's just a straight one. It does also have a little sneaky friend who comes in here and does that. Then we've got just a regular boy road here. Now that is again semi-pedestrianised. So I'm going to make it fully pedestrianised because it really should be fully pedestrianised. It should be access only. Now I'm sort of expressing my views about how Brighton should work. And then we've got Regent Street. So Jubilee Street is a regular road. And then Regent Street is a little alley, which is sort of down the back of all of the theatre. Commedia theatre, rather. Okay, now we've got this bit here, which is sort of a weird, crunkly mix of things. There's like a big office complex built in the middle. So, how do we do this? So down the middle of Jubilee Street, there's an alley. And in that alley was a boy. That goes into there. That kicks up out of there. The measurements are so in the way I can't see what I'm doing. So that comes round here. We get a much more sharp curve. Comes round to about here. That kicks out to there. That has a little gap, which we can fill in with a path in a minute. That kicks round to there, goes up a bit, then kicks down, then kicks back out, goes to, I'm going to say, about there, comes up to here, goes back down, goes kind of straight up there, joins in there. I'd say that's about right. It's not perfect, but it's about right. And then Barrack Yard comes out of here, goes up onto there, and then there's another little one goes right into here, and it does that. And then pathways, we've got a little pathway. It does that. A little pathway has that. Yep. And that is this weird central bit. Let's see if we put a signature office in there. I've used them all up. Fine. 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 Oh! Oh, there's more. There's more. Maybe I could argue that it's sort of mixed residential and it's definitely not a tourist attraction. We'll just do that. In which case, I mean, if everyone who wasn't, say, up middle class here went on a general strike, we could do much damage. It would be glorious, but not enough would. The problem with collective action. I'm sorry. Anstein, I've always wanted to fight a Danish person to the death at least once in my life. Crikey. Crikey. We're arranging fight clubs in chat. Okay, so that is that row. So let's go up back that way. So Titchbourne Street here has an alley crunking up there. And Spring Gardens has the Bright Hill Centre and related park. Basically a pathway that goes all the way along there. Does that. Also buggers off around here. And then this is actually buildings, but I don't really know how they're served. You know what? I'm not going to worry about that because yes, they're the buildings there, and they kind of back onto here. But you know what there is here? Massive old car park. Sort of, yeah. Stick that there. It's not a nice one like that. It's ugly. Right. Femtal, I'll let my nerd lag fly freely. My car has an Aperture Science bumper sticker, a TF2 Pyro logo in one quarter window, and a Pokemon Go Team Valor logo in the other. My license plate frame says, if you can read this, roll initiative. Incredible. Right. Cool. Okay. That's a good chunk. I've decided, because it's my prerogative, that I've had my fill of Brighton building, and we're going to make a little change. Because I have, over the last few days, decided I want to replay Prey. Just a game, I think Arcane made it. Very sadly, Microsoft has decided to close Arcane for some bloody reason. Yeah, I really enjoyed it, but it frightened me too much. And I'm wondering if I can now return to something like Prey and be less frightened. In which case, you should play Hades 2. I'm going to wait until it's out of early access. Mills, Timothy, would you like to see my puppet son? Okay, sure. Let's install Prey. Not enough space, you say? Oh, hang on, here we are. Mills has shared an image of a puppet son. Oh, you've posted, unfortunately, a direct link to the Discord, Mills. Not to the hoo-ha. Accept. Right, that's going to do a little bit of a download. Shouldn't take too long. It's not that big of a game. How are we doing? 12 minutes. Lazy Kiwi, I need to wait for Hades 2 to come out on Switch. Meals has reposted. Oh, look at this guy. Incredible. That looks very good. Well done. Well, you know what? That's going to take about 10 minutes to install. So why don't we take a 10-minute break, 10-minute comfort break. I can change the stream title. Oh, you know what? I might stop the stream, change the title and start it again, because then I can, if people are watching this in VOD later, I can split up the City Skylines part of the stream and the Prey part of the stream. So we're going to go offline briefly. I'm going to rename and then it's going to restart again. So give me, I don't know, 30 seconds and then refresh your stream and we should be back. So I'll see you all in about 10 minutes. Bye bye.